What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, you guys? We are in the building on this Friday evening. I was off today, so I was able to run some errands. I sent books off yesterday. I sent another one off today. Let me see what else is going on. I got my hair cut and stuff like that. Hey Bendo. Hey Bendo. And all of those things like that. So, I was able to get myself, together today and got me a little bit of sleep. I got me a little bit of sleep because I've been very restless over the last couple of days, but I got me some sleep today. I slept all the way till about 10 o'clock today. So as soon as I got up at 10, I got up and I went to the barbershop, got me a couple of things because I'm making tacos today. Okay? I'm making tacos today. This is going to be my second time doing them. They were pretty good the first time and they're going to be good the second time, bitch. Okay? So I'm making tacos today. So I went to Walmart, got the shit I need for the tacos and stuff like that. And I'm going to have me a fucking taco good time today. I'm going to make all this shit after Bill Collective comes on and stuff like that tonight and stuff. But however, y'all know we get started at the 5-minute mark, so let me just go ahead and say this to y'all. Now, I know y'all done already seen it. Y'all done seen the promos. Y'all have seen the cast photos now, so y'all now know who's on this show with me, okay? Let me see. Jamari made them tacos yet? You had enough. You said F it. Hell, he said he wasn't making them. He told me I gotta make them. So that's why I'm making them. He told me we weren't gonna have no tacos unless I made them. That's what he said. So I'm just gonna go on and make them. But y'all know who's on the cast with me. Carl is on the cast with me. Our very own Bando is on the cast with me. JT is on the cast. Delon is on the cast, and my dear friend of 15 years, DJ the singer, is also on the cast. He's just not in the cast photo, but he's definitely in the cast. It's 6 of us on this show. The show comes out the first week of December. The reception has been really, really good. I must say that the reception has been good. Like, I seen all the comments that y'all have left. That picture got over 700 likes on there, which we wasn't really expecting. I kind of, in my eyes, I kind of feel like I underestimated us because we're a brand new show, and people be saying whatever they say about me in the web reality world and stuff like that, but from the looks of it, like when it came out, everybody was really excited, more so like for me, Carl, and I kept saying, oh, Scotty, oh, Carl, oh, Bando. Like, that's all I kept seeing us in the comments. So y'all are pretty excited about us three being on the show together. And I must say that it's going to be a good show. When the super trailer come out, like I told y'all before, I'm probably gonna do a live and stuff like that, and we're gonna watch the super trailer together on the live that I do. And I might have like Carl and Bando up here and then let y'all come up here and give y'all take and stuff or whatever. I might do that. I don't know, but I'm just trying to figure it out. But right now, y'all have seen the cast photos, the single photos, and then not only have y'all seen that, y'all seen the first promo, and now the next thing that y'all should probably look forward to is probably like to meet the cast, which we had fun doing that. And then after meet the cast, you probably gonna get like another teaser, and then the super trailer, and then y'all gonna see us going to these web reality platforms to promote the show. It's gonna be a good show though. But since y'all know Bando was on the show, I can honestly say this is the Scotty and Bando show. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into the show for today because we got like 6 topics to cover and get into, and we're already at the 5-minute mark. So let's go ahead and get into the things today. Now let's start off with Ashley Darby and Katie Roast. Okay, let's start off with these two. Now y'all know that the other day Katie had come out and said that it came out to basically to defend Wendy, and she also came out and said that Ashley ate her box Now that's what she said. Now I told y'all before that beforehand, Katie alleged that another cast member by the name of Charisse had eaten her box too. Now I don't know what it is about everybody wanting to eat this crazy box of hers. I don't know. They do say that the people who ain't got it all probably got the best box. I don't know, but she let her tell that everybody wanted to eat a box like a full course meal. Okay, so it is what it is. However, Ashley then came out and Ashley said that that's not true. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let me share my screen so y'all can see this shit so we can talk about it, y'all. So let me take this overlay off so y'all can see. Oh, never mind. I got this shit still up here. Okay, there we go. So as you know, at the beginning, Katie came out and she said, what Katie say? Okay. Katie came out and said, Ashley and I love each other. There is no beef, but she has no couth. I gotta throw a flag, my magical vagina that she told details about. She told Andy Cohen that I have a hamster pussy on national TV. She ate it, so I guess she would know. She is just a hater. Love you, Wendy. Now, that is what Katie said in the comments. Then that's when Ashley came back and Ashley said, that false story is beyond gross, beyond words. I don't argue with mentally unstable people. Okay. Now, that is what Ashley said. So let's go into the comments and see what everybody got to say. Somebody said, girl, the mentally unstable was Sheila bitch ass for living under a bridge with a baby and a broke ass man. Okay, with living off the dime of another man. Oh, damn. And that comment came from JB. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. Someone says, now, has Katie ever told a lie? Someone else says, I believe Katie. I'm sure on a good night off a few Coronas, Ashley was on Katie too. Someone else says, reference mental health as a dig is just as low as even for you, Ashley. Then someone else said, Katie already said one of the girls did this years ago, but she just never said a name. And then someone else says, I definitely believe Katie. Ashley was sucking F anything. Oh, damn. Someone says, I don't like the way Ashley treats Katie knowing that she's not all the way there. You know she's not right in the head, so why you going in? Then somebody responded to that particular comment because I was going to say the same thing they said. They said, be for real, if she lying on her, why would she not defend her name? Then the person says, what I'm saying is that she could just say that it's not true. I'm praying for Katie to get better, but she's always going in on Katie knowing she's ill. Then someone says, how do we know she's lying? Ashley doesn't have a good track record at all. Then the person says, because you wasn't in the room with them. It's each person word against each other. Also, Katie clearly has mental issues, so how can you just take her word for it? So someone says, so you just skipped over the part where she said she wasn't arguing with her because she's unwell. Okay, now that's enough of me going through the comments on this. So Bando says she ate it. Okay, now let's get into it. Now listen. I ain't saying that Ashley ate the girl box. I ain't saying that she didn't eat a box. All I'm going to say is this. We get it. Katie ain't got it all. And we do know that Katie's elevator don't go all the way up. We all know that. We get that. We see that. We receive that. We all know that already, right? We know this already. However, my thing is, you cannot tell nobody how they're supposed to react to somebody putting out a narrative about them now. You can't tell nobody how to react to that. You just can't, okay? You can't tell nobody how to react. Now, the respectful thing to do is to not drag Katie because she is mentally unwell. But my thing is this. If you see a motherfucker sitting up here saying, I ate your box, and you know you didn't eat their box, then, yeah, I'm not coming to you nicely. They're just like a nigga saying that I sucked his dick and I know I didn't do it. What I got to lie about sucking your dick for? You feel what I'm saying? What I got to lie about doing that? If I did it, I did it. But if I didn't do it, then, bitch, don't sit up here and say that I did when I know I ain't put my mouth on you. Okay? Or they're just like somebody saying that I ate their ass or something. I ain't eat your ass, so therefore don't tell nobody I ate your ass. Don't tell nobody that. We don't know. Don't tell nobody that. That shit ain't true. And even if it is true, shut the fuck up. Okay? So I get what she's saying. I get exactly what she's saying. I'll be damned if a motherfucker lied on me. Now, however, Ain't nobody never lied on me when it came down to nothing like that. Like, you know, ain't nobody never made up no shit like, oh, Scotty sucked me off. I fuck Scotty. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody never made that up on me. However, there had in the past, like maybe about 10 years ago, a guy had told somebody that he smashed me, which he did. But my thing was, okay, so why you telling people? And you telling people you smashed me and it wasn't even great. Do you want me to tell them how bad it was? Because we can talk. Now, if you want to talk about smashing me, we can also talk about how the smash wasn't smashing. We can talk about that. So, yeah. So we can't police the way Ashley responds to what, you know, Katie said. You know, to what Katie said. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know, like, why try to police that? And I know that don't nobody, I feel like people don't like Ashley, so they're gonna go against anything they're gonna go up for anything that's against Ashley. So therefore, whether it was true or not, they're gonna go up for it. And whether Katie is lying or not, they're just gonna believe Katie anyway because it's Ashley. And y'all know some of y'all be doing that. So don't come to me with the bullshit, okay? Don't come to me with it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. That's just what I think about it. So I don't really feel like, and I don't really think that Ashley came at her like completely like crazy. I don't even think she came at her real deep. I just think that she came out and defended herself. Because it might not be true. It might not be true. I get it. We know that Ashley is a slore. I get it. I understand. We all know that Ashley, you know, would be on the dick on Wednesday and probably eat a cat on Thursday. We know this already. But just because she does that, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is what happened. And again, Harold, you have a point, but I'm just saying I'm not going to police nobody's response to a lie, although none of us know if it's a lie or not. So we're going to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is another Real Housewives of Potomac star, who goes by the name of Stacey. Now, we all know that Stacey has been a topic of discussion on this current season of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And the topic has been about whether or not she's married or still married or ain't married or was like divorced or whatever. Like everybody, because everybody been calling her out for lying. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody has been saying that she's been lying about whether or not she's divorced or not. And if you want me to be real, I don't even know why anybody gives a fuck. Now, here's my thing. I feel two different ways about it. I don't understand why everybody cares about whether or not she's divorced or not. And I also don't understand why she feels the need, why she got to lie about anything. Now, I would only hope when I was watching the episodes, I was like, I could only hope that this girl ain't sitting up here lying about whether or not she was divorced or not. Because if you divorce, you divorce. If you not, you not. That's nothing for you to lie about. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's absolutely positively nothing for you to be lying about. But I do think that the girls are laying it on thick because half of them ain't got shit else to talk about. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna take whatever Stacey got going on, build it up, make it a storyline, blow it out of proportion, and then that's gonna be the end of it. But that's whack as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? However, let's go ahead and get into the story at hand. So according to TMZ, Stacey's divorce from her husband is legit. Court records obtained by TMZ show that Stacey and Thelmo, I guess, divorced last year with the final decree entered on December the 16th. I don't know how to pronounce that man's name, but her ex-husband filed for divorce in early December 2024, stating that they married in 2007 and had been separated since August of 2023 with no hope for reconciliation. Okay, look at Jamie in the comments, not TMZ clocking Ashley. So Ashley was walking around here saying that girl was lying on, you know, whether or not she was really divorced or not. But here we go, you know, seeing that this girl really was divorced. And I want to know when the reunion comes around, because I know they're done filming. I want to know when the reunion comes around, is any of these motherfuckers going to apologize to her lying ass? That's what I want to know. I want to know if any of these motherfuckers is going to apologize to Stacey. Because my thing is this. I don't get it. Like y'all were going so hard and trying to tell her that she's lying, and I don't really think that you're really divorced her. I think you're a liar when half of y'all be lying yourselves. Half of y'all be putting yourselves on pedestals that y'all don't deserve to be on. And for y'all to be sitting up here piling up on this girl about whether or not she's married or not is really ridiculous and fucking redundant, if you ask me. Why the fuck do you care? That's my number one question. Why you hoes give a about what she got going on? That's my thing. Why do you even care? But again, like I said, two things can be true, you know. Two things can be true. She could definitely be lying about shit, and they're definitely piling up on her. But in this instance about this damn divorce, she didn't really lie. She didn't lie, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know, that's how I feel. But that's pretty much it on Stacey, y'all. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing is these three right here. We got Momma Dee, Scrappy, and Erica Mena. Now they said that Erica Mena had said something about what Momma Dee said in this podcast after Scrappy said that it was traumatizing that Momma Dee had strippers at Scrappy's 14th birthday party and stuff like that, right? But I don't know where it is because I've looked and looked for Erica's response and I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it nowhere. So if y'all can find it real quick for me, y'all can put it in my DMs on Instagram and I'd gladly put it on the screen. But we're going to get into how this whole thing even started. Let's listen to the ignorance that Momma Dee had. Let's take a listen, y'all. Let's take a listen.
14 or something like that. And she, so I had a full-blown party and we in the hood. Like,
Right. Okay.
Full-blown, everybody came because they, you know, we popular in the hood, you know what I mean?
Then I had the...
So, look, she had the...
So
hold on. Mom,
okay, go ahead. You tell me.
So
he's saying it slow.
I got my trump card right here.
So look, shout the car got I'm talking about we got girls in there, you know, got them up like here on the wall.
The girls out.
Man, cuz coming in like, hey, all the girls got to go.
Yeah.
All the girls got to go. We like, what? Like everybody like, nah, what's up? But see, the older dudes up in there, the teenagers, like I was like just beginning. I was like, you know,
right,
when all the way, you know what I'm saying, in yet, you know what I'm saying.
They went and got their mamas.
They did like that. They were like, oh nah, bro, we good, bro. Mom, do talking about it because they so dope around the hood. So they, my mama, you know what I'm saying. They rock with mama, so they be like, nah, we good, bro. Y'all done told the whole thing. We got the bread and everything. I'm like, what? Man, mama said, hey, come on. Let's get it started.
Blew the whistle.
Boom.
Put the girls out. How about they went and got their parents?
Yeah.
Oh,
cause we had the little girl. My mama had.
Now the young teenager.
My mama had strippers in there.
Right. Yeah.
For my 14th birthday.
Got rid of the school girls and brought the real ladies in.
The grown women. And everybody came back. Everybody came back to the door. All the mamas came back. Like, hold on.
Come get me. I stood in my ground, 10 toes down.
She was like, yeah, this my house though.
This my house. I'm going to my house.
If you got a son in here that don't need to be in here, please take him out.
Please call him out.
But
we need to get up out of here.
But yeah, we gonna do.
We doing some things. You know, cause no,
and then look,
nothing
then when
wrong
she
with
left, all the girls came back and we continued the party.
Yeah, and that's how we did.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey,
for my 14th birthday party.
That's a hell of a party.
I ain't even know that was going.
Party story.
I wasn't even looking. Bro, I wasn't even looking for nothing like that, bro. I was sitting there like the whole time, like strippers. I'm like, cause this is like when I but when I look back,
Chuck E. Cheese.
But look though, bro. I look back at it though. That was traumatizing. That was traumatizing.
After therapy.
The therapy.
Look,
after therapy, Mom, that was
traumatizing.
Now wait a minute, turn therapy.
Yeah.
No. Head first. I remember.
Momma Dee, you in therapy?
447.
Head first.
Mom, you ain't gotta tell my age and all these people.
I had 14 stitches. I remember they had machines when we didn't have back in them days, we didn't have the bathrooms in our rooms. We had by the nurse station. So it's a little substance thing we had to put between our legs, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm doing I got stitches. I'm trying to, So this girl, I need to use it. I said, bitch, if you don't get away from that door, because my, like a hot frying pan. Baby, I felt like, I was on fire and the World War III came. Okay, stop it. All right. Well,
So
then.
wait, are you in therapy too?
No, she not. I keep begging her to
You
go to
are,
therapy.
yeah.
I keep begging her to go.
Because I think
Keep
because
begging her,
he wants you to
cuz.
work through some of the
Some of the trauma,
stuff.
all the trauma. Like
Most
real.
14-year-olds is getting bikes or something for their birthday.
No,
you giving
no,
this
it's
bitches.
nothing against the
that's
LGBT community, but I just wanted him to chase then told a purse. That's all I was trying to do.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to do.
You
In
know
my
what? That's
defense.
That's called
In my defense.
I think I was 14 or something like that, and she.
Okay, so that was Momma Dee, and she was Momma Dee and Scrappy. They was on this podcast. I've never heard of this podcast before. I don't know anything about it, but I guess they was talking about Scrappy's childhood, maybe. And Momma Dee says, no, Scrappy says that he had a 14th birthday party. Momma Dee invited strippers to the birthday party. And that he felt that looking back at it now today as a grown man, that was kind of traumatizing. And she doesn't understand how could that be traumatizing, because she said that it was nothing but pussy and you came out of a pussy, and that's why I don't get why it's traumatizing. You don't get that it's traumatizing because you're ignorant and you're stupid as fuck, and you don't understand that was inappropriate for a 14-year-old to have. Never mind the fact that you said, oh my God, I just wanted him to I just wanted him to chase pussy instead of a purse. That's ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous. And it's not, and why make this about the LGBT? So my thing is this: you're no better than the Boosies of the world. You're really no better than him. Like, for real, you're no better than he is. Like, you're on that same type of time. And I don't understand why people really believe that putting a stripper off on a young man at the age of 13 or 14 years old is a way to keep him from being gay. You know what I mean? That's not going to stop nothing. That's never going to stop nothing. That's never going to, like, it's not going to stop shit. Like, if you gay, you gay. It's going to be in you regardless. And it's just like, I just feel like she needs to go to therapy. And I'm glad that Scrappy is going to therapy too. And my thing about it is, just like Harold just said, that was statutory grape, pretty much. That was statutory grape. I don't understand how you don't see that. And you really gonna stand by that choice that you made and that decision that you made and make it seem like you did that for the betterment of him, when you did nothing but make him who he is today. And that's a trifling ass nigga with no guidance, no nothing. And you know what? I know we always give Scrappy. Hold on, y'all. I know that we always give Scrappy the business about his behavior. And I know that we always give Scrappy the business about the way he treats women and things like that. And I promise you, me saying this, what I'm about to say, is not necessarily absolving him of anything, because I still think that he is that person. But my thing is this. This is where it starts. He got a mama that didn't teach him anything but what he does. What he does is what his mama taught him. It all starts with the parents. He wouldn't know shit about this if it wasn't for his mama and her doing. You know what I mean? Like, his mama did that to him. And that is the reason why he's the way that he is. And once again, that by no means is me trying to absolve him from anything, because it's kind of easy for us to just say, oh, well, it's Momma Dee's fault or whatever, because, you know, there's some people out there that probably feels like, yeah, Momma Dee taught him this and Momma Dee put this on him and still, you know, whatever. But at the same point in time, you know, it's kind of like this. She did all of that, absolutely. But still in all, people will still feel like he's grown, he should learn. But when you grow up with trauma like that, some of that shit gonna follow you until your adulthood. And that's exactly what happened with Scrappy. The shit followed him until his adulthood, and that's the reason why he's the way that he is. So once again, no one's trying to give No one's trying to give him Scrappy no type of leeway or nothing like that, because he doesn't deserve it. But I do think that we should, look at the fact that everybody, that Momma Dee is really the cause of him being who he is today. So let's continue on, because I'm guessing Erica Mena said something about Momma Dee and her parenting. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Started with Erica Mena, the bitch that thinks she's better than black girls, that called Spice a name and made animal sounds with it, is the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about Erica. I've never, even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point in my life and try to come for me, that red, blinded, man grabbing, using bitch. I said it. Bitch, you can never, Erica, roll around with me, bitch. Okay? You will run out of fucking air, bitch. Fucking around with Momma Dee. You uneducated, unorthodox, pipe weighing, dick sucking, running around, bitch. How dare you, when it was you, as I recall, Erica, that put a ladder, and I will post it, over Safari's gate. Yeah. Climbing, scaling the wall with a nigga because he wouldn't open the door for her. And he had another bitch in there. So what? But you gonna come at Momma Dee and tell me I'm showing my son prostitutes? Let me tell y'all something. I put my son on the football field. I made that nigga bump heads, okay? So I told him how to be a boy. You got some women, oh, I don't want my son on the football field. Oh, he gonna get hurt. And then when you start wearing a skirt, then you wonder why. It started with Erica Mena.
But putting your son in football ain't got nothing to do with you hiring strippers for your 14-year-old son's birthday. The more you talk, the more dumb you sound. So regardless of anything, we don't like Erica Mena. She does think that she's better than black girls. She do. She did call Spice a monkey. She did. But she does have a point. Your parenting does need to be called into question, because if you think that this shit is okay for you to hire a stripper for your 14-year-old's birthday party, and you think that that is supposed to keep him from being a homosexual, you need to be called out. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Not really, but sorry. You do need to be called out. You need to be called out. And girl, you think because you put your son in football, see, that's be your problem. That be some of y'all problem for real. Y'all be thinking that y'all are doing your sons a service by making him play sports, making him get on puss, making him do this. Y'all thinking everything that y'all are doing is going to turn your son to the way that you want him to. Do you not know how many niggas was on a football team that was gay as fuck? Do you not know that? Do you know how many niggas on the football team when I was going to high school would catch me alone and try me? Do you not know how many football players, them are the main ones that's gay? Let's be clear. Them the main niggas that's gay. And you think because you put your son on the foot, somebody taught him how to be a boy. You didn't teach him shit. What you taught him is how to be a motherfucking womanizing ass nigga. That's what you taught him how to be. What you taught him how to be is a fucking mama's boy who can't do shit on his own. That's what you taught him. You didn't really teach him anything of substance. You ain't do him no favors by putting him on a football team or putting women on him when he was young. You didn't do him no service. But what you did was make him be damaged as fuck. Now, every woman that he gets with, they got to play the clean up woman to clean up the trauma that you instilled upon him. That's what you did. Come on now, Momma Dee. I know you dumb, but you can't be that motherfucking dumb. You sound stupid. You sound trife. The more you open your fucking mouth, you sound dumb as fuck. And that's the real gag. You sound stupid. You sound dumb as shit. You do. You sound stupid as hell. I don't know who gonna. I wish somebody would tell you how dumb you sound. I wish somebody would just sit you down and say, "Momma, do you sound stupid?" I wish somebody would sit you down and tell you that. But I guess because they know you've been stupid all your life, they're not gonna sit down and try to correct you. They're gonna let you be as stupid as you want to be. You're dumb. You're stupid as fuck, and you didn't do nothing for your son. That's why your son is in motherfucking therapy right now, and you need to be right there in a room right alongside him. You need to be going to therapy too. You need all the therapy that you can get, because for you to really believe that you was doing him a service by doing that, you got me fucked up, and you got him fucked up. At least he recognizes that it was fucking traumatizing. It was traumatizing. Are you serious? He wasn't ready for that. That's why he don't respect women, because his mammy didn't respect women. You was a whole pimp. So how could he respect women? Anyway, let's go to the next video.
Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt? Shit, I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? One word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with their belt? Shit, I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? One word. Scrappy don't know.
This is what you call a parent that can't take accountability for their actions. That's what you call this. That's what you call this. Now, before I even continuing on with that, this is what she said in the comments. She said, I want to say this. Everybody that has a disagreement on what I said can kiss my ass. I really don't care. That was in the 90s. Move on. And the problem is that you don't care. That is the problem. The problem is that you don't care. And the problem is that you don't see how you damaged your fucking son. That is the problem. And you don't even see that it's a problem because you're so dumb. How could you be so dumb? Like, how could you not see you're dumb? Like, I don't even get that. I mean, I don't understand. Telling people to move on and shit. Girl, you move on. You move the fuck on. It might have happened in the 90s, sure. It may have. But who cares when it happened? Who gives a fuck about when it happened? It still happened. And it shows that what you've done to him has traumatized him, and the way he looks at life and relationships and women and the way he treats women and things like that. That's what he's telling your stupid ass, and you don't even see that because you're so wrapped up in your own motherfucking ways that you can't even see that you're out of line and out of motherfucking pocket. That is the fucking problem here. You're dumb and you're stupid and you're filthy as a damn person. So yeah, you saying it on a podcast. You know that shit like this get posted on blogs, and then you want to say they ain't never put a red cent in your pocket or went to the emergency room with your son or anything like that. People ain't gotta go to no emergency room with your son or put a red cent up for your son to listen to what the fuck your son just said and realize that the way he is the way he is because of his fucking fucked up ass mammy. We don't need to do all that for us to see that. We don't. So if I was Bambi, I would keep Momma Dee away from my fucking sons. Because she'll be somewhere trying to, buy strippers for your son's 14th birthday. She'll be somewhere trying to instill that same shit she put in Scrappy into your kids. So you might want to watch your back with that. Anyway, moving on to the next thing. The next thing is Prince. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Prince, but Prince was on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And he was also on Bad Boys on Zeus on their second season. He did an interview with Chaotic, and he speaks about the misconceptions about his close-knit friendship with Bobby. He shuts down the gay rumors, and he insinuates that he slept with Erica Dixon. But of course, Erica Dixon responded, but we'll get into her response in just a second. So let's get into what Prince had to say on this interview with Chaotic. Let's listen.
When the show aired and Love and Hip Hop viewers had to say what they had to say about me, that's when they were like, all right, we're going to shift from this being a playboy to we're going to let people think this, that, and the third. They kind of played into that whole bullshit.
Yeah, they tried to make it like you and Bobby was like lovers and things like that.
And then even with that, honestly, Bobby has to take blame for that too, and he's apologized, but he fed into it. We were all young and trying to make our mark. And so once he saw his opportunity, like, all right, well, I'm going to use this to make people believe what they want to believe and just capitalize off it. That's what he did. And we had conversations about it like years later where he apologized. He was like, bro, I was broke. I was trying to figure my shit and be as lit as possible. And it was to the detriment of me. Like I was a casualty of that war, just being like so genuine. But that's really what it was. There's no gay shit. I'm not gay. I'm just a genuine person. Like even with you, I invited everybody over. I took everybody out. I really just thought this was going to be some kumbaya. I had no idea how reality TV works. That's not how it works, And that's really just what it was.
But let me ask you this: do you feel like, do you think that when you seen the opportunity of the like storyline of like, okay, I'm getting a lot of episodes because that story of you and Bobby being like best friends, it actually was getting you a lot of TV time. So would you say you played into it for the TV
no,
time
too?
Or it just you was just like naive to the situation?
I was naive to the situation, just being genuinely who I was. Because if you look, going back to some of the episodes, I was genuinely confused. Like remember we were at the strip club? Yeah. Bobby threw the ones at me because I was talking to the strippers. I was like, what's wrong with you? Like this is what I do. I talk to women. Like I'm a promoter. So every time he did something, it just confused me. And then it got to a point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna just whoop this guy's ass. And there was a scene in the studio where he threw the book at me, and I really tried to tear his head off. But it didn't translate well on TV. It was just like, okay, well, these must be secret lovers. Like, why he want to fight? Why is he going so hard? And I feel like, honestly, I was just like in a lose-lose situation. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. I just went on there just trying to be a good person, be cool with everybody, and that's just not how this shit works. But no, I don't. People have their opinions. I don't feel like I played into it. Like I wasn't like, okay, well, let me be Bobby's friend.
Maybe subconsciously.
It maybe subconsciously, but me speaking now, generally, I don't feel like that. I wasn't like, well, let me use Bobby for a storyline. I generally I was everybody, but nobody wanted to like necessarily like be public because of the book that was going on. So I'm cool. I'm respectful of everybody's. So you was cracking all the girls. I was cracking everybody.
All right, who are you cracking on Love the Hip Hop? Let's get into it. Wait, before we get there, let the people know your sexuality. No, let the people know your sexuality so they know.
I'm straight, man. I'm
so they don't, because they see you fly, you know what I'm saying, you dance, let the people know what it is.
I'm just a Caribbean, I'm raised by women. I have 5 sisters. We're dancing, and I'm from Dane where we joke and and bop and shit. So I guess to the outside world, all that it's just not cool or manly. But
no, that ain't true because get what? If you really from Miami and you know Miami, this is the home of the bass music, the booty shakers. Like, that's what we used to call each other. Like,
dancing, yeah.
And when you dance, you bop, 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 bop. That's booty shaking in Miami. In Miami, that's called booty shaking. Straight up. Like, and that don't make you, that don't make you gay. That's booty shaking.
Booty shaking, you know?
Yeah, that's what it is. So watch this. Now, tell me who are you hit on other hip hop? Let me get this.
So Miami, obviously, Gabrielle, you know, Pleasure P's girl. I was talking her down for a minute. Who else? I'm trying to think. Who all came through Miami?
Amada?
Nah. So here's a funny thing. They wanted Amada to fuck with me, but Amada was seeing the shit going on with Bobby, and she's like, "I'm not about to get played on TV by a gay." So I guess she thought maybe yeah. So it never happened, but she definitely wanted it at one point. And
what about Veronica Vega?
I didn't get to crack. Honestly, everyone, Veronica was she's off the grid, man. Like I don't.
Somebody gotta put her up. She got put up.
Nah, she's on her like holistic, like healing, trance, and all that type of vibe. To be honest with you, all the people I've dealt with are from other cities. Mariah Lynn, Bridget Kelly, Erica Dixon.
Wait, Erica who?
Dixon. Erica was what?
Who is Erica Dixon?
You know who Erica Dixon is?
Is that Scrappy Baby Mama? Wait, I was just trying to clarify. You crack Scrappy Baby Mama?
Me and Erica had a little relationship. You know what I'm saying? That was my little baby at one point. I thought that's why Scrappy didn't fuck with me, because he knew that me and her had been hanging out and you know, like kicking it. I went to Atlanta one time, stayed with her at the crib. Yeah, that was she was fire. She's an amazing woman. She was amazing. I have nothing but respect for her. She's an amazing woman. When the show aired and Love and Hip Hop viewers
lame. Just lame. Okay, just lame. Let me start off by saying I be trying to be on Prince's side when it comes down to the gay rumors and shit. Like I really be trying to be on his side because I don't really like for people to like just put gay shit on people when they not really gay. I don't like that because sometimes I feel like when people just throw gay rumors at a motherfucker, they make it into like a negative type of thing. Like they make it like it's something wrong with being gay. So they just throw that on them, right? So I don't really like that. But what I will say is this. You lame, Prince. My thing is, you want people to not think you gay. Okay, cool. But then in the same breath, you want to sit up here and name all these different people that you so-called smash on the low. And my thing is this. You bring up Erica Dixon and you say you respect her, but you throwing it out there that you fucked her. So my thing is, why do you kiss and tell? It goes right back to what I just said early on in the video. If I'm fucking you, you don't need to be running your mouth about fucking me. It's a privilege to get this. So I'm just putting myself, this is a hypothetical. Let's be clear. It's a hypothetical. Because I know how y'all like to do. Y'all like to sit there and say, oh, I'm going to go tell about. No, it's a hypothetical. So shut the hell up. Don't be, if I'm fucking you, why are you running your mouth telling people that you're fucking me? Why does that have to be a headline for your story? What make you think I want people to know that I'm smashing you? What make you think I want people to know about my sexual shit? You feel what I'm saying? And some people be like, well, that's their story to tell too. It was both. Yeah, both of y'all was involved and they was involved. So if they want to tell, they can tell. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you cannot tell anything. You cannot. You can't. So I just feel like it's kind of ridiculous for I think it's kind of ridiculous for people to do that. I've always thought that was some pussy ass shit to sit around and be like, oh my God, like yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I fucked this person, I fucked that person, I had that person, I had him, I had her. Like, I don't understand why people feel like they gotta do that. And I think that makes Prince even gayer to do some shit like that because you gossiping like a bitch. So it is what it is, in my opinion. Now let's go back and let's look at what Erica said. Now let's go to Erica Dixon. Now Erica came out and says that never happened. So she says, grown men sitting around gossiping is beyond me. Start by telling how I met you through my gay homeboy. No relationship, no situationship, nothing sexual ever. We were just cool. You're clearly still battling with your sexuality, and that's not my issue. Leave me the fuck alone and keep my name out y'all mouths, especially you, Chaotic. You don't want these problems. You don't bother. I don't bother nobody, but y'all stay coming for me. Find something safe to do expeditiously. Chaotic says, I was just doing an interview. I didn't know that was coming. This was not planned. But here's my thing, Chaotic. You said you doing an interview, but you did kind of set him up to say that shit now. You did kind of set him up to say it. You know, you did say, you know what I'm saying? You did come out and ask him, who did you smash on Love and Hip Hop? And you did, you know that he got loose lips and you know he gonna run his mouth. So you already knew what he was gonna do. Now, I'm not gonna particularly blame you for that because he had the option to not say it. You know what I mean? He had the option to not say that. You feel what I'm saying? But in the same breath, it's kind of like that was kind of messy at the same time. Like, yeah, you didn't make him say it, but it was like you was the match that lit this whole fire up, in my opinion. That's just what I think. So I don't know. But you know, to each his own, honey. But yeah, Prince was a bitch ass nigga for that. It ain't really nothing more that can be said on that. So let's move on to the next one. And then we got one more after this. So the next story is involving Miss Wendy Osefo once again. So y'all know she's been in the blogs and in the news for the last week, child. So let's go ahead and get into that now. It's been put out there that Wendy Osefo was students at Wesleyan, I think that's how you pronounce it, University, received an email from Kalia Brown Dean informing them that Associate Professor Courtney Patterson Fay would take over distinguished visiting professor of sociology and cast member of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Wendy Oseffo's class for the remainder of the semester after she was arrested in Maryland on 16 counts of fraud alongside her husband, Eddie Osefo. Wendy joined the university in fall 2024 and was teaching a class called The Sociology of Reality TV, Race, Colorism, and Xenophobia. Students were surprised by the news of her arrest, with one student expressing disbelief as he had just been in communication with her. The class's teaching assistant also shared her shock and hope for Osefo's well-being. Okay? Now, it's just like things just get worse and worse for Miss Wendy Osefo. They do. I think somebody came out and clarified that Wendy did not get fired. Someone says that Wendy quit her job. Either way it goes, it's still not a good look that you're losing all of this stuff at this moment after all of these charges have come. You know, and I'm going to do a separate video about Wendy because I feel like it needs to be done. It needs to be said. Just saying, no shade to nobody, but I feel like I need to say something because I feel like, you know, when it comes down to Wendy, people are acting as if you can't criticize her about what she got going on when she's not above reproach. You know what I mean? Like, I love Wendy like the next person, but she look crazy right now. And we can't be mad at nobody but her for what the fuck she's done. But I'll talk more about that in the video for tomorrow. But yeah, it's not a good look right now for Wendy. Like, she losing her jobs. Wife swap was wife swap was canceled and all of that other stuff. So they're not airing her episode, I guess. And then, I don't know what's gonna happen later on. I know she was supposed to be on Watch What Happens Live this past Sunday, and then she wasn't. So we probably won't be seeing a lot of Wendy in the public for the next couple of months with these charges being on her. And it's probably the best for her not to be seen and not to be in public at this moment. It might be the best. So that's pretty much it for Wendy. Now let's go into Tami. I want to close it out with Tami Roman because she's been facing backlash after being on the Burris banter, and her daughter Jazz was talking about her being a lesbian. So let's go ahead and get into what Tami Roman said that made everybody go in on Tami. Let's take a listen, y'all.
So I'm graduating, right? Getting my degree, and
she can't be in the
she can't be there.
She can't.
Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be there.
Why?
That's true. Exactly. There's moments that my people have.
Hold on,
thank you.
Tami.
Let's speak about it if we're going to speak about it. Let's
Why
speak about
she
it.
can't be there?
And I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew. She was like, "Okay, I can't be there." Congrats.
With your other daughter,
Oh,
she's straight, right? Her boyfriend's in the past.
She doesn't have any boyfriend. Oh,
guys
boyfriends in the
that
past.
she's
She's not
dated.
currently dating.
I said
now.
in the past.
Yeah, she said boyfriends. That's why I said she's not currently dating.
In the past. Okay, she's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be.
She would be.
And why is what's the difference?
Because
thank you. I love it. Now we talking for what you did. You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm leaning in.
That don't seem fair.
Because there's something called confirmation bias, and when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So my daughter is a heterosexual female. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out how it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about. And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So this is
she's
not
graduating.
Really about your
I don't
life.
okay.
It's about her life.
So to that I say.
But I have to pick. Now I'm in a position where I was never going to pick.
No,
I'm always going to pick my mom because that's a big.
You don't have to pick.
So I just told her, "Hey, I'm graduating, but you don't got to pick. Come, but just
because I don't have to come, and then you and your baby girl can go ahead on, and she can be there.
That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to have
because I'm not going to make myself feel uncomfortable in any phase of my life. I am 55 years old. I'm not doing it.
Understandable.
And what I say about this moment is this girl just fucking got here.
Now that she did.
I've been
that's
here.
I
knew.
Yes,
I've been here
like
your
6 months
entire life. So I don't know if sharing this moment and me trying to adapt and make you comfortable in a situation I'm uncomfortable in and acclimate to what you want to happen, and she not sharing this moment with her, and she not gonna be here for a month.
True.
I don't know.
That's true.
So I'm not gonna do it to myself. So she cannot come, and I stand 10 toes down.
She was never coming anyway. She didn't.
I stand on that. I'm standing on business on that. I don't know if she even gonna be here. Just like the last girl. Hold please. Just like the last girl that I tried to get to know. Okay, and stepped outside of everything that I believe in to be a part of their situation. She's no longer here. But she was at my Thanksgiving dinner. She was around all the shit.
I'm guys in the past that your other daughter have dated that are no longer here, but you were able to let them come around and whatever, and then they go on about their business and you move on. It's the same thing. I just seen the situation on Instagram.
The difference is my daughter.
This girl was mad because her mom didn't come to her graduation because her boyfriend was there. Something crazy.
The difference is my daughter doesn't. She treats me how a woman should treat her kids. Let me make sure this relationship is going to be lasting before I introduce you to my children. That's what every mother should do, right? Because I don't want a lot of people in and out of my kids' lives. Okay. That's what my daughter does with her mates. Let me make sure. Not you.
I do that, but let me say the only reason I told her and I wanted them to meet was because we're not gonna say a name. The last person I dated was on TV.
Okay.
So I knew once we did pictures, it was, and I didn't want her to be the last person to know.
Right.
Every other person she hasn't really met. In all
Right.
honesty, I don't let because I do.
But I
treat you
prefer
like
it that way because I want to make
Okay.
sure that you feel the relationship is going to be lasting before you introduce them to me, because I become involved in your situation and your life.
Wait, then I have a question.
Come
So
on,
how
Riley.
long do you want to wait to meet them? Because what if you meet them and you actually don't like them, or you actually do like them? Maybe you could give some wisdom on what you actually think. Because
Send me a picture. I don't need to meet. I can tell. I can tell because I've been around a long time. I've been around a
This
long
what I
time.
go through.
I've been around a long time. Send me a picture and I'll tell you, get rid of that one. I know instantly. It's called wisdom. It's called discernment.
I mean,
Should I wait? To introduce you
we
to mine?
both probably kissed a lot of frogs before
It's called
we
the
met
gift
our
of prophesy.
prince.
And I know what I'm
So-
talking about. Now tell the truth and shame the devil. Has there ever been any moment that I said to you, don't be around this person or don't do this, and it has turned out, Mom, you didn't know what you were talking about?
It was only that one person. Everybody else, I'm
talking about, or any situation that I said, you probably shouldn't take this course of action.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she should. It'd be okay for her to come, but
No,
not
she's not
necessarily.
coming.
But she shouldn't have to be in the family picture.
Candy, ain't nobody asked you for your opinion on what's happening over here. She's not coming.
She's not coming.
Okay.
Oh,
That's all it is to it. I don't
Oh,
care who feels a certain type of way about it. I just have to
we
make
do.
sure. What? You
That's
got me
what I
started.
deal
You
with,
got me started.
Sheila.
You should have left it alone. I don't care who feel any type of way about how I'm approaching this situation over here. I got to make sure that person is going to be around before they start sharing special moments with the family that I'm going to impart into my memory bank. This girl's out here, and then now 6 months later, y'all ain't together, and you don't, something done happened that it ain't right. I don't want that. I don't need to be a part of that.
Okay, so
I
at what
partly
point?
agree with you.
Thank you, Riley.
At what point is it gonna be okay for her to
Exactly.
meet you?
When
and
is
be
it
around?
okay? We got Thanksgiving coming up. She can come to
She ain't
Thanksgiving.
coming to Thanksgiving.
That'll be like a year, right?
No, exactly. That's a
I
year.
feel like a year.
That's a
is
year
good.
for me, pretty much.
Yeah. Like,
So-
how long they got a date?
Where we do our New Year's trip.
They got
She
to be
come-
engaged or something?
It's fried turkey for the people that we already knew. She cannot partake. No, she can't come for Thanksgiving. She can't go on the family vacation. That is a year of time. Now I have to go based off of experience, right? She was in a year and 7 month relationship that still didn't last. That was very toxic. So no, 8 months in, you can't come to my house.
Mm. Okay, so what's the problem? Because before you said it wasn't really about her lifestyle, it was
Exactly.
about the person.
And the timing.
In this situation, you're not even allowing yourself to get to know the person.
No, I will eventually get to know the person once I feel like the relationship is lasting, that they understand what it takes to be in a committed relationship.
Who are you to tell us how long that's going to take? Like, who are you in our relationship? That's what I meant. Like, to tell us how long that's going to take.
Listen, if y'all decide or y'all feel y'all have come to some place of resolve where
Right.
8 months, 8 months from now, we know
Right.
we're going to be together.
That's what I meant.
Then let me see it last a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay,
Let me see it, evolve into something where I know the commitment and the covenant is real.
So like,
between y'all.
my only thing would be, right, and we don't want to harp on this, but do you realize how many moments that you're missing out in my life of someone
Don't
that I
care.
consider special because you're not accepting
The
and
moments
opening
that I
with it?
want to
Okay,
have with
cool.
you, I'm still having those moments.
And you put me in a position to pick, right? But that's okay.
Well,
I'm always choosing.
listen, I'm picking every day. I'm picking every day. I'm picking every damn day.
I'm graduating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting my.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Listening to Tami be as selfish as fuck with her daughter has really triggered the fuck out of me. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna sit up here and go on this big rant and make this shit about me and, interject my own personal life into this shit, because I don't really have those type of issues. Like, my mama don't act like that. My mama don't act like that. My mama have never acted like that. Now, so I'm not even gonna go there. The only thing I will say about it is that my mother has only met a few guys in my life. She met the bakery boy, the fake light skin Keith Sweat, the broke boy, and she met Bando. Them the only people that she met. She's only met 4 guys out of my whole life. And I'm gonna leave it there. What I'm gonna say is this: Tami is selfish as fuck. And the thing is, she's jumping through so many hoops and on so many monkey bars trying to make her point made, and the point is not pointing. Okay, she's not making any kind of point at this moment. She's not making any point. She sounds dumb as fuck, and she already made herself sound dumb as hell when she came up here and says, oh, well, if my other daughter brought her boyfriend, I wouldn't mind, but it's not okay for Jazz to bring her girlfriend because I don't really know her like that. And, I'm still trying to adjust. Tami, you sound homophobic as fuck, and you're being passive aggressive and condescending. That's exactly what the fuck you're doing. And I'm not really here for that. You, as a woman who has actually ate some pussy in your day, could be a tad bit more understanding when it comes down to your child. And you want to make all about your fragile ass mental health. If I was Jazz, I wouldn't be fucking with Tami. And it just might be me and how I feel, but I feel like this. This is my motherfucking graduation day. Mine. And I need to have the people that I want to have at my motherfucking graduation day. Who the fuck are you to tell me that I can't bring my partner to my graduation day when it's a big day for me? It's a big day for me. Just like I would want my mama there, just like I want my daddy there, just like I want my brother there, just like I want some of my friends there, I would want my motherfucking man there. So who the fuck are you? And this girl is in her late 20s. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody in their late 20s that they can't bring their woman to their graduation? Then gonna tell me if I bring her to my graduation, then you won't be there. Well, bitch, don't come. My day will go on. Fuck you and how you feel. Don't come. Because you're going to be the one that's going to regret this shit. You're going to be the one to regret the fact that you did not watch me walk across that line and get my motherfucking college degree because your ass wanted to be a bitch and not come because I wanted my woman there. So if you don't want to come, then don't fucking come. I don't care. This is my damn life. That's my woman. And if I want her around, she's going to be fucking around. And that's it. That's all. No one gives a fuck about how you feel. Tell me something. You're not going to make yourself uncomfortable. So you would rather make your daughter uncomfortable. You would rather cause issues with your daughter in her personal life, mainly because of the fact that you don't like the fact that she's licking cat just like you did in the past. And if you want me to be real, I ain't the type of nigga to sit up here and say that everybody's like gay or full-blown gay or whatever, because I do believe that there is a such thing as bisexual, and I do feel like there's men out there that truly like both men and women, and I do think that there is women out there that really likes women and men. I do believe that. But I don't think that Jazz is really bi. I don't think she's bi. A lot of us have used that bi card to really move in a certain way where we don't disappoint people. Like if we're bi, there's still a possibility that we'll deal with the opposite sex. So that gives our family and some of our friends the hope that we'll go back the right way because we're bi. We like men and women, well, he's bi, so he might, there's a possibility that he'll find a girl that he likes and he'll get with that girl. He might not really just be on that man shit. Like bi is more acceptable. I don't think that she's really bi. I think that she's gay as fuck and she can't say that because of her mom. Mm-mm. I think Tami is full of shit. Girl, you ate somebody's carpet, and you sitting up here acting like you ain't never did it, and you mad because your daughter did it. Your daughter doing it too. Type of shit is that? It's giving homophobic. It's giving passive aggressive homophobia. That's what it's giving. I don't get why parents of some people that have, parents of some kids that are gay, I don't understand how you can not allow them to live their life and just accept it. But I'm also not a person that wants to force people to accept the way I live my life. There was a time where I felt like, I'm gay and you just got to accept it. But I feel like this, I'm gay, and if you don't want to accept it, then bitch, boo, bye. You ain't got to be around me. I don't want nobody around me that's just tolerating me because that's the right thing to do. No, you going to be around because you fully accept me and you love me for who I am. I don't want no motherfucker around me that's just tolerating me when they know they really don't like the way I live my life. Not that I give a fuck about how you feel about the way I live my life. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't. But I don't need nobody around me that's tolerating me. And I feel like right now, Tami is tolerating Jazz. And that's not a good feeling. You could tell that even in this conversation, Jazz is not comfortable with this fucking conversation. She's not. And if she's not comfortable in that conversation, I don't blame her for not being comfortable. I promise you, if my mama ever treated me like that, I wouldn't even be around my mama like that. No shade. And y'all know I'm my mama's boy to death. I love my mama. But if my mama was only tolerating me, then I can't be around. Never finna be around nobody that's just tolerating me. Never. That don't make sense. Tami sounded stupid to me. She sounded real dumb, and she sounded even dumber trying to sit here and pretty much try to rationalize her stupidity. No matter how many times she tried to explain it, she sounded dumb as hell. She sounded stupid. She sounded real dumb. Like, seriously, she did. And there's really nothing more that can be said about that. Now, I told y'all, I'm not going to go in on Tami. I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm not even going to drag her like that. But I just got to tell y'all, she sounded dumb as hell. She did. And there's really nothing more that can be said about it. Now, y'all, before we get up out of here, as I told you guys, the show is officially on the way. The Scene Atlanta is officially on the way. It comes out in December. And I was gonna wait to the Bill Collective Live to do this, but I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna do it on the Bill Collective Live because I think there'll probably be more people in there live. But I'm gonna show you guys the first promo of the web reality show that I'm a part of, that I'm a cast member on and co-produced, and it's called The Scene ATL. Here's the first 30-minute teaser. Let's get into it, y'all.
Yeah. Say what I say and do what I will. They tryna do what I do, they lacking the skill. And I know I'm going up, running for the hills. Removing myself from the fade, I keep it too real. Bitch, I got business to see. I'm a brand house, brand. I ain't wasting time is money. What you playing for? These rappers sleeping on me, I got hits that put the K in up. And yeah, I hear you talking, tell me what you saying though. Yeah, baby, I came in a step on the scene.
And that is the first teaser of the new web reality show, and it's called The Scene ATL, and it will be on the Stylish TV YouTube channel. That's where you will be able to find it, okay? That's where you'll be able to find it. So make sure you guys tune in. I would definitely say that you guys have definitely been supporting. I've seen you guys support. Y'all have been commenting and just bigging me up. Y'all have been bigging me up. So I really appreciate the Scotty Gang for really supporting this and stuff like that. Like I said, I am definitely very excited about this show. And I'm going to end it off by saying that, like I told y'all, I was very apprehensive about doing a web reality show because although I talk about my life on my channel all the time and I have told you guys a lot of things about me, it's different when you're getting on a web reality show. And we don't know how this show going to do. We don't know if it's going to be big as Chasing. We don't know if it's going to be as big as G Status was. We don't know how big this show is going to be. We don't even know if it's going to be big at all. But it's going to be a good show. It's funny. It's lighthearted drama. And I told y'all, if I'm going to do a show like this, I'm going to keep it all the way real. And I told y'all, I kept it all the way real on this show. Anything about this show, anything about me in this show, it was really happening in my real life. It was really happening. Like, y'all are going to see like the evolution of me and Bando, how when we first started taping this show, me and Bando was like in this weird place. We wasn't really beefing, but we wasn't really talking, and we was in this weird place at the beginning of the season. Like, you know, y'all gonna see that. And you know what I'm saying? We kind of got back on the same page as we began filming the show, like at the very beginning of filming. We kind of, you know, got back on a good note or something like that. Like, y'all gonna see all that. Like, y'all gonna see the evolution of that, like, throughout this show. We're everybody's storyline. Just letting y'all know, everybody, that's all everybody talked about was me and him the whole time. But I will say that this show has not ruined our relationship at all. We are good. As a matter of fact, this show has actually put us in a much better, in a great place. Like, we are even closer because of this fucking show. Okay, so let's be clear. We went through some shit on this show, not with each other, but with others on this motherfucker. We did, but we still was able to, you know, keep it good and stuff like that. Let me see. My friend DJ, that's been my friend for 15 years. He's on this show. As you know, Carl, that's my friend of 5 years. He is the one who put this show together. He's the executive producer. He's on this show. JT is someone that I already knew before the show. She's I got introduced to her through Carl about 2 years ago, and y'all are gonna see us fight. Pretty much, like, it's not physically fight, but it's like a Karen and Giselle type. You know how Karen and Giselle have this damn love-hate thing? That's what you're gonna see with JT. And Delon is very sweet. I love Delon. I wish I would have filmed with him a lot more than I did. We didn't really start filming together a lot until the end of the season, but you know, I've gotten to know Delon, and Delon is really cool. So whenever we come back for season 2, we're definitely gonna do more with one another. But yeah, we have a lot going on with this show. As I said before, that was our first teaser. Our cast photos are out, the press release is out, and next up is the next teaser and the meet the cast and stuff like that, and the BTS from the photo shoot. So you know, that's about it. Maybe when I come back for Bill Collective, I actually read the press release to you guys, and I'll play the teaser and stuff like that again, because like I said, there'll probably be more people in that particular live. But yes, make sure you guys support me, support Carl, support Bando, hell, support DJ, support Delon, support JT. It's a great cast, you know, regardless of the drama. It's a great cast, and we all love each other despite the drama. So y'all, I'm out of here. Be sure to pick up my book, which is called That's Why You're Lonely. It's now available right now on Amazon and Kindle. Y'all, I'm still sending out the pre-sales. I got like 25 more pre-sale books to send out. I was very overwhelmed with all of those pre-orders. I got like 25 pre-orders to send. 25 more because I had like 30 some or close to 40 pre-orders. So I'm at the halfway mark. So we almost done sending these books out. Like I said before, stay tuned to my shorts. Every time I go to the post office, I will let you guys know what cities these books are on the way to, and you know when they're coming to you. So stay tuned for the shorts, because I put out a short every time I go to the post office. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here until the next one. I'll see you guys for Bill Collective. Bye. Oh, wait a minute. I still got this shit up here. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on. Okay. In the words of T.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby.
All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts with the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more body can melt. With the cause is dealt, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?